Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warrior LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warrior LTV. Keep it locked.
Now, I'm gonna tell you. We, as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I said? Yes, set the bar for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe, and stay tuned to the channel. I don't know all this.
Something alright? Something alright, yeah?
Yes, I. Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie I, and all things good and wonderful amongst us and about us. Welcome viewers and subscribers. Viewers, if you like the content, subscribe and make a good platform. You know, see, like the video as well. Press the like button. See? Press it before I start talking. Now start talking until you press it. Thank you. Anyway, a mix up. We're going to have some mix up. We're going to have some hypothesis and some theories. See, none of what I'm saying is fact. It's just from basic observation of a certain thing we are going between Vybz Kartel and Shorty. You see. Now this might be what I call, you know, to some people. Yeah, but what we are gonna do, we are observe certain things because in reference and the benefit of the woman them who are the primary carer, the woman them who really help more than anything else, who have first-hand access to the future, which is the youth them. You know, see, it might help, hopefully, for you know, moderate a certain behavior and a certain level, a certain focus. You see, now we noticed that Vybz Kartel come out and him promote or push him new wife or fiance, whatever. I'm not sure if them get married yet or what. Somebody can teach her in the comment section. This is not as trivial as it might, the item might seems take it to be, you know see, but pay attention. You know see, now this exposure came within like months, like slim amount of months, probably 2 or 3 months after Shorty and somebody else have an argument whereby the Shorty I tell the person say, watch ya, and she control the money so a girl can say what she want to say. Can't remember where that was. You know, see? And then very soon after that, we see Vybz Kartel come out and show an English woman when say, I'm wife, I'm fiancé, to be married and thing like that. A whole heap of people look at it and say because of the Shorty have to bleach and all them weird and the new cat here now have to bleach because she have the high complexion of Vybz Kartel like and or aspire to and thing like that. Why are the bleaching? You know see, so in any case, obviously I go prefer she choose she over Vybz over the woman. Now enough people say she white and thing like that. Over here in Britain, they wouldn't consider her white, you know, that more I don't know. You know, see, she is what you call like Arabian, you know, like what they call again, you know, Asian, but I'm Arabic. Yeah, Arabic type of person. Yeah. See, so when we observe the whole aspect, I think the other day again quickly shortly come out when the woman put a tattoo on her skin with a Vybz Kartel or something like that. Shorty come out and put out to the world say if she not care about Vybz Kartel and if you not think about somebody and them sort of something there, somebody for know say you're into them and all them talk. I think that, but you see the thing about that is that none of this argument is irrelevant, see? Because we never hear she denounced Vybz Kartel before Vybz Kartel push out a new woman. You see, right up to the time she was very much Mrs. Kartel as far as we know. You see, is after Vybz Kartel push out a new woman now, at them time they hear certain little argument like, oh, me know, you know them little one there. So it's irrelevant. No, in a sense, it's petty and trivial to say the least. Better keep quiet, Shorty. You see, now something when me observe, we might pass the regular eye is a couple of months ago, I do a video where I shared a lady's argument regarding the loss of her son and things like that. When I say the woman herself is a me I say one of them type of ghetto queen there as well, where enjoy ghetto love, ghetto prestige and them sort of something there too. Where while her son was alive, regardless of what he want to do, and at this she lose her loss more than anything else where cause her pain and her hurt. You see, now in another lady's speech, she da talk about some argument we are going over that side of Spanish Town where she come from. I can't remember the name of the place there, but the item will and is gonna remember a lot more than I. You see, now the lady there did talk about some things where she say Vybz Kartel for dead and them sort of thing that she can't wait for somebody kill him in a prison and them thing there. If you get charged for this and murder cause him still initiate and instigate them sort of thing their road. Now, the thing about that is, she also mentioned, say, Shorty, relative them, I don't want to call it like if a cousin or a brother or a sister. She has a Shorty relative them, because I think a Thawes spend the place name, I think a Thawes spend. I do the whole heap of damage them and a Vybz Kartel, press them button and them sort of thing there, cause them for do it and them look away there. See? Now, it's very shortly, very soon after that, we see Vybz Kartel start disassociate himself from the very affair, the whole Shorty business and the whole connection and things like that. Because we all know, say, how very much this can affect him appeal. See? Because I want counsel to the next, See? And if them can show or prove, so well, then Vybz Kartel still a cause certain level of atrocity out a road and a create mayhem and them sort of something, even though I'm in a prison. If them can prove that, or even have an indication that the likelihood so closely knitted, this is all theories, and hypotheses. See? The consideration of mercy where the Privy Council might have upon him might not extend that far. You get what me I say? It might only the human aspect of the consideration might not be extended that far, because at the end of the day, if this guy is still prepared and is willing to do certain things, I mean, certain consideration can easily be overlooked. Yeah, because another human to human, we can't take that out of the equation, say a man themselves deal with it who secure law and order. See it, and if a person is under them care or under them expectation or ruling, who is expecting a ruling from themselves, who does not care for the same aspect or have any respect for that. I mean, what sort of level of humanity are you prepared to extend to this person, really and truly, from a professional perspective? I'm just asking. Like I said, these are theories, hypotheses, nothing written in stone, and things like that. So what are the likelihood for Vybz Kartel still want to associate himself with all them sort of thing there? So directly connected to him, because this is like family. Shorty family would have been in. I mean, she's well established as a woman and thing like that. See? And again, what are the likelihood for Vybz Kartel want Shorty family or instigate for Shorty family them to portray certain high level criminality and thing like that? See? We just ask this question, and in my mind, I don't think it's very much possible, because in the situation of Vybz Kartel, you can't afford to draw these things too closely associated with yourself. You have to protect yourself. See it, and in a sense, it would be a high consideration of Vybz Kartel, knowing so well then, or an important consideration of Vybz Kartel for sustain him own survivability and him potential for, increasing potential for have a successful appeal and things like that. Seeing we have to observe these type of things, because these are possible. You get what I say? So the likelihood for him to push and press them for one do that wouldn't be so high. See? No, the remit now or in the context of Shorty, you know, while putting down her foot as a ghetto queen, as a gangster queen and thing like that. If this is the case, this is all hypothesis again, let me state. Yeah, if this is the case, while putting down her foot and I extend her strength as a gangster queen and thing like that, it would be most likely she who maintain or influence these type of behaviors and natures, and her backings are probably her ground because who are going to see them family in a certain distress and help them out, and you can afford to do so. Worse, it's right up your street, right up your nature, right up your characteristics and things like that. You see, so the likelihood now in a theoretical sense would have been high for Shorty to be in support of them attitude. You know, not necessarily an instigator, but in support and maintain the idea to a degree. Because I feel her family and she don't want them dead off. She love them and nothing wrong with that. She's always gonna love them. So one of the reasons why it's highly unlikely for like your mother to come give evidence for you in a court in defense of you. But it's also the strongest evidence to come give evidence against you. You see? So when we look on it, we have to wonder if this is one of the main causes for the split, or the disrespect, or the abandonment, as we might call it, because of that exactly going. You know, so right up to the time when Vybz Kartel put this new woman out there, Shorty was the it. There was never a question in anybody's mind until Vybz Kartel just whoops and presents a new woman right in at the period of time when this whole thing are going. I think how what a Thawes spend. See? And then now significantly, soon as Vybz Kartel whoop and present this woman, the whole thing done. You know, you're not going out of Thawes spend again. Like, you know what I say? Like, you know, it's like like for instance, he was against something and yeah, look out against it all the while, and the people who were responsible still continue the way out because in an immediate context or proximity of the affair, if have no verbal effect on the whole thing and thing like that. So people will continue to go and do what they do and give all sort of reason and all sort of card why you have to go on and why you won't understand because you know they have to see and thing like that. But you have to take desperate measures to protect yourself, like me explain the Privy Council and thing like that in between the whole thing. So desperate measures, desperate time, because for desperate measures, and one of the most desperate measures is to disassociate yourself from this person publicly or from this affair publicly. You know, see, and one of the easiest ways to do that is find a new woman and publish she as now the new Mrs. Vybz Kartel. You know, theories. Just a theorize. We don't know what go on. You see it. We just observe how she go on in front of we and things like that, and I try to work it out for ourselves because nobody come. You know me I say? Yeah. Yeah. So we have to observe it and I wonder if this is one of the high level reasons why, you know, the vibes out the quiet down out of Thawes spend, and this new woman that coming out the picture, I mean, not say she's being used. I mean, I say the love not genuine. I mean, I say it not right and things like that. Cause, you know me, I say, yeah. Like, there is so much evidence for say, boy, Vybz Kartel would have wonder woman more than cause if Shorty have to bleach to be brown, which is one of the female, the type of complexion of his choice, and this woman is naturally brown and things like that. You know them really, you know, your hands down. She might be more, you know. And again, like I'm saying, enough people look on her and say, she a white woman, I know the stigma from slavery and all of that colonialism and then sort of something there. What we are not aware of is also the culture, the history of the Arabian atrocities towards I and I as well. So again, that will be overlooked and probably, you know me I say, seems to be an acceptable way. And even so, you know, she a browning, Jamaican people will quickly accept her. She's Arabian, she's not white. Anyway, that said, You know, so there's only evidence to prove that this might be genuine, even more, you know, even more genuine than some like what we did see I hear about and them sort of thing there in the past. You know, see? So we not say it's for any ulterior motive or anything like that why him there with a woman here. See? But again, you know, it does help and benefit him. It can help and does benefit him ability to have a successful appeal and things like that more than them sort of thing there. You know, see, because when I look on it, you know, if for instance, when I say, all right, then Vybz Kartel is not inclined this way to be accused or looked at as any form of criminal element or portray or purveyors of such. But what we are looking upon is the facts are well then. In a most indication that Vybz Kartel is involved, it would be like him and somebody now say eye to eye, and then you see some strange man pop up on them and them get destroyed and all them because of something there. So it's like still, again, you can only assume, say, him have something to do with it and still it create the hate and whatever, but in law and by law, it's not a direct it's not a direct connection for ball out and say, yeah, you know, say fame connection to the whole thing it's plausible because at the end of the day, you're right here, whatever. No. You know, see, most of the cases, you know, have nobody no witness, nobody no say how do the damage and things like that. And also somebody with Vybz Kartel when I say eye to eye with drop out and them go away there. But in the context of Shorty and Fair relatives and things like that, this is a direct connection. You know, see? And like me I say, if, for instance, he might make things go on, stranger hitman from all about to come do things and I get with it and there is no direct connection unless somebody confess or give a caution statement, them sort of way there and things like that. We can get a direct connection. But in the case of Shorty, overall, the psychological observation of the whole thing is that this is directly connected to Vybz Kartel. And he is the one who is pushing these things. Worse, a lady who lost her son come out and shout on top of the world, say Vybz Kartel a do it and all them sort of thing there. Seeing whether or not he is beneficial from the incident. In this case, it looked like it isn't. It wasn't. To me, you know, theoretically, I will clarify that. Look like it wasn't connected directly. Seeing because then again, him smart enough to know say him not have to use Shorty relatives them or Shorty family connection to deal with something, even out at husband or wherever them there. You know, see, they don't have to use them instead because, again, a lot of cases, a whole heap of man from all over the places linked or alleged to have been linked to crime where them suspect might have been connected to Vybz Kartel. You know, see, so these same man, you know, could have, you know, them say Vybz Kartel actually run the clans as far as to a lot of people say, portray the thing and things like that. And it look like the clans would have been more efficient in the craft and art farm and things like that. So why would he, you know, ignorantly, you know, use such a critical aspect of his existence like his own family if he push themselves up front in a crime like that and I get them name called. So it's as a, you know, so as to link to him. So from the lady, I said that if that is so, like I said, allegedly, if that is so, then possibility is he wasn't a part of it. He wasn't in agreement with it. You know, see, because, like I say, it's not his MO to use people closely aligned to himself in a recent time to commit crimes like these, where, you know me, as a serious crime like them, where I go, obviously link back and create or paint that picture image of himself. So we don't know, we are looking at it say, I wonder if this was overstep where Shorty make, where she feel like she have the advantage to go do certain things and do it without the actual consent or consideration of the big picture. You know, see, now in a lot of cases, this corrosive nature in a woman affect a whole heap of mankind. Not maybe not in the same context or in the same sense, but in a whole heap of case, these type of nature affect mankind, because who would expect or think, say, Vybz Kartel would have this point blank and period, this Shorty like that. And that is what it is. It is what it is. A big this. She get this. The regard is not irrespective of whether my opinion, if it's fair or not. You know, it is what it is. You know, see, nobody would have seen this coming or have any, up to now, nobody not have no reason or share any substantial grounds for this. You know, see, as again, like we can look on it, it's not very much of a substantial grounds we can look on, so well, then this is the reason why him gone there with this woman and where him there with her now. We can't say she rich and him broke. We can't say she can get him out of prison. We can, it's beyond that, past that. You see, fair character, or nationality, or race, not have no card for play in the coming out or the staying in a prison of Vybz Kartel. It in the hands of the Privy Council, the British Privy Council, them not watch them sort of thing there. You see, them more watch the type of guy who this guy is still in a prison and create so much crime and atrocities unabated. This guy don't respect law and order. We can't afford to, be careless. We have to observe certain consideration in the context of health and safety, the preservation of mankind, and the preservation of civil society. You see, these are all things that is being to be observed in respect of decision making and responsible decision making and things like that. Be it bias or whatever, these things does exist. You see, so we have to wonder, and that we they are the same way. Well, anyway, we give thanks still once again, Share, like, and subscribe. Like I say, I'll be a mix up still. But I think we have to consider, because the woman them who is the mother of we future and things like that. And in a lot of cases, the directors, see, whether some man want to accept it yes or no, it is what it is. See, they need to understand the role where them have to play. The man survival day to day, in and out, and them children survive, because a lot of women we exploit these little ghetto privilege, see, just because them know so them man is who them man is. And now observe the long-term ramification whereby it can damage the health and safety, longevity, and certain human benefits to the man. And a lot of cases it is selfishly done and result in things like this where you just diss a woman and take another woman publicly. You see? So, once again, we give thanks. Rastafari. Share, like, and subscribe.